come with me to the land of the degens. This happened around 8 o'clock last night Eastern time. Just a fantastic piece of infrastructure in the crypto world is CryptoPunk Spot. If you're not already seeing that in your Twitter feed, go ahead and check that out. Right around 8 o'clock, CryptoPunk Spot flagged something that seemed absolutely crazy. A JPEG, this particular one, the guy with the white hair here, sold for $530 million. That would be an all-time record for CryptoPunks, even though they sell for large sums on the regular. That would even put it up there with some of the most expensive pieces of art sold in all time. But a little bit of on-chain sleuthing quickly revealed that it was just some shenanigans. It was a little bit of flash loans, a little bit of crazy stuff between two particular addresses, likely controlled by the same person, and there was even some couple of jokes encoded on the blockchain itself. So this one, definitely raised some eyebrows. Whoa, $500,000 JPEG, that's pretty crazy. But when you get down to it, it's really a story about all the crazy things you can do in the world of decentralized finance that can be pretty opaque at first glance. All right, I'm going to throw this to David. This one was interesting. Andrew Thurman did a really great job breaking down what happened here. I'm going to toss to you. David, take it away. Thanks.
Yeah, I love our reporting on this, and this is the kind of stuff you get at CoinDesk when you read our website. But I think it also sort of indicates something a little bit deeper and broader, which is, this is essentially wash trading, you might call it, or it's very analogous to wash trading, which is where you kind of sell tokens back and forth without actually accepting the risk of a higher price to make it look like it's getting pumped. And I mean, you have to acknowledge that this is not the first time something like this has happened in crypto in general. It's probably not the first time something like this has happened with an NFT. And even if you take out manipulation that kind of makes the prices seem higher than they actually are, you have to remember that a lot of these NFTs that are going for insane prices are being bought by people who were very early Ethereum or Bitcoin investors. And so it's almost like play money to them. So I think it just sets some important context when you see things like a CryptoPunk going for, $100 million or something like that, which now happens fairly frequently. And a lot of that is real. But there is also a lot of this kind of signaling manipulation going on. I mean, it's people pumping their bags. I can only assume that this was pulled off by somebody who owns like 10 other CryptoPunks, so that they're kind of strategically trying to accomplish something. Although maybe it was just a joke because there's a note in there. I don't know. But it's indicative of something bigger, I think.
When I saw the story on Twitter, I immediately thought, like, is this the Sheeb billionaire? And then that was quickly shot down by CoinDesk, who explained what was going on here. And I love that the code in the message that was coded in was for the bans. Like, how much fun! What a fun way to end a Friday.
Zach, can you dive further into how the flash loan shenanigan works, like the mechanism of that? Because I'm intrigued by how someone can make a purchase, but they didn't really make a purchase.
Yeah, flash loans are really crazy, and I'm going to try to do this in a few seconds, and I'm going to botch it. But flash loans are crazy because you can borrow large sums of money and pay them back almost instantaneously, right? They're conditional upon, completing the borrow and the spend within the same block time or something like that. So these are near instantaneous transactions that don't operate as a loan would, as you and I understand it. So we've seen flash loans be deployed to hack other DeFi protocols. This happened with hash masks, I think, earlier this year. But flash loans in NFT self-dealing is something that's fairly rare, but it was something that definitely generated a lot of attention and may or may not rise the price floor of CryptoPunks writ large. I think, David's point here is apt, right? This is an extreme example of something, but I would imagine that smaller examples like this are occurring in the NFT market often. Wash trading is sort of kind of an open secret when it comes to a lot of these price floors out there. People who are, working in concert on a project, or people who are just self-holders and who have different wallets that can slosh money around in to make it appear as though these are trading more than they actually are between individuals. So, I didn't do flash loans. We got to get Will on here to do flash loans. He dug into this for me one time.
Be missing Will.
He's smarter.
Will coming back?
He's smarter about flash loans than I don't know. I don't know. Is he coming back? Is he coming back? Maybe
One
next
day.
week.
He might.
I don't know.
He'll think about it.
You're not his dad?
He never writes. He never calls. Will would say that. Will would try to
just leave us.
David, killing me. All right.